Hello, welcome everyone to Real Life All Day Everyday podcast. I'm your host Morgan.
And I'm your co host, Jennifer.
We're excited to have you here for our conversation today. It's good to have you here, Jennifer.
Thank you. It's good to be here. How are you? How was your weekend?
It's pretty good. I worked quite a bit last week and I don't know. Saturday afternoon I was like, I gotta take a nap. So I took a nap, I think, and I caught up on my sleep for the most part.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a myth, if you can actually catch up, but it feels like when you have been lacking sleep and you take a nap, it feels good. You wake up usually and think, oh, phew, I needed that.
Yeah. Except for most of the time when I do take a nap, it's like in the afternoon. So I wake up and it's 8 o'clock at night and it's dark out. And I'm like, what?
Oh my gosh. Remember the other day I decided to take a little, well, I didn't, yeah, I guess I did decide I'll take a little nap. And then I got up and I'm like, so confused. I thought it was Saturday. Wait, was it Saturday? No, it was Friday. So it took me a while to wake up and realize, no, it's Friday, not Saturday.
Yeah.
But isn't it good to be busy with work than to be bored?
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely good to be busy, but then it's also kind of hard for me to find some time to just do something that I want to do.
Mm-hmm. You gotta
So,
gotta schedule that in. You gotta write it down. You gotta
yeah.
write it down. You gotta pick a day, write it, put it on the Google calendar, and that's your time.
See, now you're starting to get more into the Google Calendar thing, which is good because you have so many papers of things you have written down, and who knows where it ends up half the time. Last time we went to the grocery store, you had a grocery list, a shopping list ready,
Yeah,
and you left it here.
I know. It was on the table.
So that's why I always say, let's add it to the keep.
The
That way it's
Google
the
Keep.
Google Keep. Yeah.
Well, but see, the other day I was going to add something for the grocery store.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, do I have to have a separate Google Keep, what is it called? Post?
Keep
Uh,
note.
Keep note
Mm-hmm.
for the grocery store? Or do I go into yours and put it on, like we share, you can share Google Keep notes, right?
Yeah. You can add collaborators and
So
they
does
can
it
always
show
see
up in
it.
both persons?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Any edit, I mean, if you're even in the keep note and you're typing, if the other person's in that note as well,
uh-huh.
they'll see what you're either adding or taking away.
Okay. Okay, now I think I've got it. But we should go through, sit side by side and look at our keeps and make sure we don't have duplicate notes
Yeah.
for the different grocery stores. But I do like that idea. But see, I come from a generation where, well, I've always been a list maker, and writers, they like paper. Maybe this next generation is not going to be like that, but we like paper. You're right, though. I do get an idea or something and jot it down. I used to keep a pad of paper by my bed on the nightstand
Hmm.
and a pen or pencil, and because I'd have good ideas when I was asleep, and if I remembered them when I woke up, I'd jot them down. Um, but it didn't mean I was going to actually do those things. I just wanted to keep the idea written down somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's hard to have a balance, Morg,
No,
between
I get it.
paper and digital.
Well, and that's me with work. It's hard to have balance of looking at a screen and not looking at a screen. At
Yeah,
work, I am always looking at a screen. At home, you noticed I'm on my phone watching Instagram reels or looking at Facebook, catching up with friends or
yeah.
posting dinners that I've made. So it's hard for me to get away from that tech side of it, but also I think it's good because as long as I'm staying up to date with what's new,
Mm-hmm.
then at times when you're using your phone and you don't know how something works, I can be like, okay, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
So,
I remember going through a time when I'd almost get a headache, like because I worked online and then used my phone after work. I'd almost feel
mhm,
like I know I'm overloaded with electronics. And
yeah,
I don't get it like a headache anymore, but now because I don't like that feeling, I think I've pulled back a little and like I give myself a break. I do something else. Like I like to read a real book that I can hold in my hands. Like I'm reading that From Here to the Great Unknown,
yeah,
Lisa Marie Presley's memoir that her daughter Riley Keough um, helped her with and finished
yeah.
after she died. And I like holding the book and reading it and seeing the pictures. I know there's a Kindle and there's these other ways of reading books, but I'm like, no, I want to hold the book.
Well, I mean, I can see your side of it, yes. But I think if you're like going on, like, let's say you're going on a vacation, you're out of town for a couple weeks or something, like, let's say,
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to want to pack, 5 or 6 books to take with you and to read because then you're either going to lose your spot in some of the books or you might not be interested at all to read that while you're on the trip. But if you have them downloaded on a Kindle or something like that, it's all in one spot, and then it does save where you left off.
You know, it'd be cool if there was the option on Kindle that you could actually read it, or it could be. Uh,
Like read to you.
yes, yes, that would be cool if you could have that option. Because I do like books on tape. I do,
Yeah,
but there's another thing. It's like good to have a balance. I don't like only like books on tape. I like both. You know,
yeah.
there's a time and a place for it. Remember when we drove back to Cleveland? Oh, it's been a long time ago, but we
So
listened to,
it was like 15 years ago.
yeah, and we checked out all those CDs from the
Yeah.
library, and they were all the old time radio shows,
Mm-hmm.
and that was fun. That was just
Yeah.
fun to have those. It was like something we didn't always listen to in normal daily life, but we enjoyed it because we're not going to watch TV while we're driving.
That's true.
But that was really fun to hear those. We look forward to it.
Yeah, the good old Roma wines.
Oh yeah, the commercial.
The
That was
commercial.
awesome.
Uh, that was the best, actually. I actually even enjoyed it, even though I was always the, person in the back seat that just couldn't drive, couldn't do
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
But it'll be a different story next time,
that's true.
which I'm sure you'll be grateful for.
I will be, definitely.
So we didn't really do a whole lot around Christmas. Just kind of hung around, and it was nice, actually.
It was nice. I really enjoyed it. It was quiet, but not the bored quiet. It was the relaxing quiet,
Yeah.
which I think you definitely needed.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, yeah, I've been enjoying it. We still have our Christmas decorations up,
Yep.
but they're probably coming down tomorrow,
Yeah, probably.
maybe. I don't want to do it on New Year's Eve day. I'd
Yeah.
rather do it before.
Yeah. Now that's saying something though. If you want them to come down tomorrow,
I know.
because we used to be the type of family that would literally have our Christmas tree up and our decorations up until like late January
I
because we
know.
either forgot about it or just got too busy.
Yeah. And I
But
don't have any idea what New Year's decorations are. Every year's the same thing. I used to have an idea of what I really liked for New Year's, but no matter what I think of, it always seems to come down to blue and white. I don't know.
yeah.
January to me is blue and white.
Yeah.
snow and snowmen. That can be good decoration.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Well,
So
I mean, I think at least from what I know, from what everybody says, is January is like the coldest month.
yes, and blue signals cold, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And like we've talked about this before, but I think I say it's so fun to decorate for all the happy holidays. It
Yeah.
gives. I've always looked forward to the holidays so I could decorate. And
Yeah.
I don't go overboard, do I?
I mean, not really, but that's saying something because the last couple months we've had at least three different holiday decorations around the apartment. Right
Um.
now it's all Christmas.
Okay. Okay.
It's all good. But there was
We
one time we had like Thanksgiving decorations and fall decorations and then some
Christmas.
Christmas.
Maybe no barking. I know. Well, those are the one fall kind of rolls into Thanksgiving,
Yeah,
and then Christmas is totally different than both of those. So
yeah,
sometimes one or two things get left out because
yeah.
they're small and you just forget about them until you're decorating for Christmas and you're like, oh, I left that out, that acorn thing.
That's so true.
But I think it's fun. I think it's good to have something to look forward to. And if decorating is a thing, I think it's fine, you know?
No, I agree 100%. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but
Good.
but along those lines, we're somewhat getting ready for the new year ish.
Yes, we are. Um, yep, we have our new calendars, and well, we have the Google Calendar, which will automatically turn to 2025.
Yep.
But also, I like to hang calendar in the kitchen and one by my desk. And I think about what are we looking forward to in the new year. I think a lot of people think these things like I'm going to take a vacation, I'm going to make something, we have some skill, we want to make something or learn something new. And that I like to prepare for the new year doing some things. I don't know if others do this, but I like to pick three colors for the new year. And those are my colors for this year. But I'm going to add a fourth
Yeah.
one this year because I think there need. I've got this pretty blue. It's a summery blue, so it's medium to light blue. Um, and then that, what would you call that? Sort of seafoam green,
Uh-huh.
and the off white,
Mm-hmm.
almost tan. Those are the colors. But I think there needs to be either orange or some kind of a contrast, but it can't be too vibrant to go with those. But
Yeah.
that's what one thing I do every year is I like to pick at least three colors, and like I said, this year it's going to be four. And I make sure I have pens that are that color. I can't explain it. I just can't. But like in January, I'm definitely going to use a blue on the calendar that I'm going to hang what I write on here.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be just navy blue. It's going to be that medium to light blue that's the other colors. And if I get any new t-shirts or anything, it's going to be one of those colors. Those are my colors for the new year. And so I think it's just fun. I love getting a new calendar to hang on the wall and just sort of look at the months ahead and
Mm-hmm.
what the highlights might look like each month.
Yeah.
Uh, when our birthdays are, what day of the week they fall on.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, of course, new baby coming for your sister and her husband,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to be a uncle.
Uncle, you're gonna be a grandma.
Uh-huh. And so that is very exciting. Very exciting. So spring is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of my things is colors. Not into New Year's resolutions. Not at all.
Well, and that's okay. I mean, not everybody is. I mean, I think even last year, of course, I'm not that big into New Year's resolutions, but I did kind of make a little Google Keep note that was New Year's resolutions for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I only completed maybe two of those because I don't know. It was kind of a interesting year for me,
Yeah.
but not in a bad way. But it was just an interesting year for me, and so I was able to do at least some of those things, which I think maybe if I decrease it to just two or three things, that'll probably be better.
Yeah, I think three is kind of a magical number to me because it's easy to remember three things. It's not overwhelming. Um, and it just makes it more fun. Like if you have those on your list to check them off each day
Yeah,
instead of six or eight or 10. It's like
yeah.
I've been reading a lot about morning routines that
Mm-hmm.
people who are, I've been doing this my whole life, probably reading about people who are successful and kind of all that self help and motivational stuff. I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I was specifically this past month looking at morning routines, and some people will have a list of 10 things. Some have six. You know, it's all varied numbers. And I just thought three is good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if the list is too complicated, it's not going to get done.
Right.
So I'm being really picky about what's going on my list. So far, I only have two things on my list
Mm-hmm.
for my routine, and I'm doing really good at it
Yeah.
in the morning. And one of those things is breathing. It sounds kind of dumb, but it also includes meditation and just breathing in general. I mean, being an asthmatic, breathing's important. You
Yeah.
think a lot more about it. But I mean, when you feel that stress coming up,
Mm-hmm.
and the last thing I think any of us want is another list of 10 things you can do to relieve your stress.
Yeah.
A stressful list is not going to
Yeah.
help. But meditation I found does help. And deep breathing, like I learned once from a nurse who taught me, you have to, if you're starting to feel your stress rising or you're panicking, you just breathe in deeply 5 times. Okay, so you breathe in deeply
Mm-hmm.
and then you breathe out very, very slowly, like purse your lips. And she said, repeat that 5 times. And
Mm-hmm.
it does calm, it does make a difference. So
Yeah.
you know how people say they're getting up in their head?
Mm-hmm.
I have found that that definitely helps when I start thinking too much about things that maybe I don't have control over or whatever it may be.
Right.
Worrying about you or your sister or
Yeah.
my sister or my niece or my nephew or whatever, you know, I just breathe. Because if there isn't anything else you can do, you can breathe.
Well, and that's very true. I mean, you do bring up a good point with that because, there's times when it's good for you to step in and speak up and say, "Hey, I've noticed, you know, your attitude's changed or the way you've texted me has changed or something this or that,
Mm-hmm.
or we haven't been talking a whole lot. I just want to check in, make sure you're good, everything's good." Um, but I think along those lines, for me in general, I'm just trying to do what I can to improve myself by myself. Um, and I know for a fact, for with me, if I absolutely needed somebody to step in or somebody to help me out with something, that's when I open the door and say, "Hey, I need your help with this."
Yeah, that's good.
Because like with the keep note, I always try to have reminders, or even in my Google Calendar, I have who knows how many reminders right now. I have usually my work schedule. I have an exercise schedule. Um, just random things, random
Yeah.
little things, and it's like they keep piling up and piling up. But at the same time, as long as I know what I am going to be doing throughout the day,
Mm-hmm.
then I know for sure that most of it will get done.
Yeah. Well, and I've kept, like I say, I've got two on my morning routine list, on my short list. I don't have number three yet because I'm trying to think through, but my number two is exercise.
Hmm.
And you know what I've been doing for, it seems like forever, is I always stretch before I get out of bed.
Yeah.
I've always liked to stretch, do calisthenics, and it just helps me wake up. I always joke and say I'm just getting more oxygen. So those are my two. And by another day of thinking about it, I should have my number three.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
And within, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, we got our um, flu shot.
Oh, I don't remember. But yeah, it
No,
was,
it was longer than that.
oh, it was like, it was in
It was like right after.
November.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got our shots.
Got our shots. I got the flu shot and the COVID shot. Jennifer got the flu shot, the COVID shot, and the RSV all in one day.
I know. My arm was sore.
Mine was as well. But I don't know. Somehow I was able to just get through it and power through the soreness the rest the next day.
Well, that's good.
Somewhat, anyway. I got home and I was like, okay, I need to rest my arm a little bit. But
Oh, I saw something. You're going to talk about that? I saw something in the news about noro, what's it called? Some kind of flu.
norovirus.
Is that what it's called?
Hmm.
Yeah, tell us about that because looks like a
Um,
big concern. Maisie, come here.
yeah. Um, just on usually when we open up Google, it has those random articles, news articles that are like top articles and things like that have been like interesting to Google's clients and stuff.
Right.
But the news article was from the CDC about norovirus being on the rise in the U.S. And it's something that they have recently announced they are watching, just kind of along the same lines as the coronavirus,
Mm-hmm.
um, just to make sure that everybody's doing what they need to, getting their vaccinations and staying healthy. And um, so we'll link that article. We'll put a link in the for the article on our page,
Facebook page.
our Facebook page.
Is it? It's at the CDC website, right?
Yes, and it's
Okay.
at the CDC website. It covers all the bases of, like, you name it. You have a question about it, you're concerned about it. It goes into depth on how it can spread and how to be careful
And what it is
and what it
exactly.
is exactly.
Okay.
Obviously, here we're just giving you kind of a
Just a heads up that
heads up
seems
about
to be
it.
a concern with the CDC.
Yeah. So that's all I've really read about it. I haven't read a whole lot about it. Um, so
Yeah, I don't want any kind of flu.
I don't either. I don't either, especially because I do work in an environment where there's a lot of people. I mean, deal with people that are elderly. I deal with toddlers,
All
adults,
ages,
all
yeah.
ages. And so I try to kind of, for the most part, just stay home and not do a whole lot around this time of year anyway, when
Yeah.
it's a heightened time of the cold and flu season. Um, but
Well, and you're in the industry because I just read a little blurb about that norovirus
uh-huh.
that that's where it can, I guess that's where they're finding it more is in restaurants
Yeah,
because it can be spread different ways. Like it's a food, can be a foodborne illness or contaminated
yeah,
food, water, other things, but we're not giving all the details. If people want to know more, then go to the CDC website, or they can ask their doctor
yeah.
what they know about it. I don't know. I didn't see any statistics to tell us how it is out here in our area.
Well, and I think it's more so probably just because this is like a relatively new thing that's
Right.
on the rise.
But
So not a lot of people know about it. But
but if it's spreading fast in an area, then it's the mask isn't a bad thing.
yeah.
If it's spread through the air, I don't even know. But we're just giving everybody a heads up. Thanks
Hmm.
for that, Mark.
Yep. Other kind of random things that we've been up to, because we don't really. I don't. Well, I mean, you get a Christmas break all the time.
Yeah, shut it.
Nah, I'm just kidding. But I had 2 days off last week. This last week we did watch a bunch of movies and
True. Yeah, we watched that
things like
one.
that.
Six triple eight. Is that what it was called?
The 6 888.
Oh, the 6 888.
Hmm.
What was that about? I mean, I thought it was a great movie.
So it's a war drama, and the summary of it, I can read that to you.
Where are you reading it from?
And this is from IMDb.
Okay.
Um, but the summary says during World War II, 855 women joined the fight to fix the 3 year backlog of undelivered mail. Faced with discrimination and a country devastated by war, they managed to sort more than 17 million pieces of mail ahead of time. During the height of the conflict in World War II, circa 1943, difficulties in the war led to a change in priorities, and much of the mail previously reaching soldiers on the front lines has been halted. As warehouses begin to overflow with unfulfilled deliveries, soldiers' hopes are dashed as they lose contact with their families back home. To fix this problem, the 688th Battalion, the Women's Army Corps, all black battalion, including over 800 female soldiers, is sent to tackle the impossible challenge of sorting years' worth of backlogged mail. Even as military higher-ups hope to see the plan fail, the 6 888 are determined to deliver hope to soldiers and families across the world. And that was directed by Tyler Perry.
That's right.
So I don't know. It was a good film. I honestly, that's the other thing. Anytime I watch a movie like that, it just takes me back to my days in high school, which I know they're more recently than yours, but um, I don't know, because I was in video production and I was in a couple of other um, classes along that kind of line. Broadcasting was pretty fun as well. So
I thought that was so cool when you guys had those kind of classes.
yeah,
And excellent, excellent teachers.
oh,
But yeah,
absolutely.
I thought the movie was great, and the actors in it were
Hmm.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Really, I learned so much, you know. And one of the big takeaways for me was like, how there always things will come up and they'll say, you can write a letter to a soldier, And you might think, oh, all kinds of people are doing that, so
Yeah.
it's not a big thing to them, but it probably is a big thing. They're away from home for a long time, and to see written words
Yeah.
on a piece of paper means a lot to them.
The perspective of writing one. Because, well, when I was in elementary school, I can't remember what grade, but we did around the holidays. We did write to a letter to um, people in the military serving overseas, and
Mm-hmm.
I remember actually getting that letter, a letter back from the one that I wrote to,
Oh, I remember
and I
that.
was like, "Whoa, this is so cool!" Because I don't know. I mean, I've never done the whole pen pal sort of thing because I thought that was kind of cheesy, but I think in a way it kind of does almost feel like home, just receiving a letter from even somebody they don't know, somebody
Mm-hmm.
that they um, know appreciates them and their efforts for what they're doing.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, I think like I was saying, I'll probably say this more than once in the next year. Whenever we get a chance to write letters, we really ought to.
Yeah,
Um, because it's the easiest way to think about it, I think, for me, is put myself in their shoes.
yeah,
And how would it feel to get a letter? So think about it that way, and it's easier to know what you want to say.
yeah. Well, and it's I don't know. I mean, it's more so like you don't have to think of it as like you're pouring your heart out in a letter to somebody you don't know,
Yeah, you're just
but you're
trying to
just
bring a smile to their face,
yeah,
let them know they're appreciated.
yeah. Because I mean, I'm sure, and I'm actually grateful that I'm not in the military or any division in the military, but they do a lot of hard labor things, and especially their time away from family and
Mm-hmm.
loved ones. It's got to be tough.
Yes.
It's got to be tough.
Oh, I just thought of another movie we watched. Besides the many, many, many times we watched Home Alone,
Oh yeah,
we watched that one called Carry On.
yeah,
That was excellent. That was on Netflix, right?
yeah.
That was so good.
Oh,
It Did you like it?
I actually did. Yeah,
And it's one I think I would definitely watch that again.
yeah. It was interesting because it did like explain a lot and like show a lot of cool things, but
But it was well written. I think it
mhm,
was well written and directed. It was just really good.
yeah. And then I just thought of another movie that we watched. I think it
Well,
was on was it was it on Christmas Eve
I don't know, what was
or
it?
something?
Oh,
um, of course, yeah, like you were saying, Home Alone, but the movie Hot Frosty.
oh,
You're
that
just like, ah,
was Julie and Corey's idea.
it was Julie Corey's idea. I think it was mostly Corey's idea, though,
Yeah, I don't have anything to say about that.
because it was just weird,
Yeah,
but it was hilarious at the
it
same
was
time.
funny.
It was definitely a time waster for sure.
Yeah. Oh, we did also watch Holiday in Handcuffs with Melissa Joan Hart. Wasn't she
Hmm.
in Hot Frosty?
No,
Oh, who was the actress?
it was. Let me see here.
Oh, I can see her. I just can't think of her name right now.
I know. I literally am thinking the same thing. Um,
Candace Cameron? No.
no,
Is she a Hallmark girl? You know,
no. But she has been in a few different home. Well,
Lacey Chabert?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, she's a Hallmark girl. Um, yeah, it was a different a little bit different kind of movie for her.
That was a very different kind of movie for her, but I don't know. I would probably watch it again. Just I don't know, not as many times as Home Alone. That's for sure.
No, no. But A Holiday in Handcuffs is so cute with Melissa Joan Hart and Mario Lopez. It's really cute.
So do we know what we're having for dinner this week?
Oh yeah. Um, there should be plenty left over. It's chicken. I think it's crock pot chicken with. Let me see what the name of it is. Oh, it's made with chicken broth, 3 chicken breasts, big ones, and Olive Garden, Italian dressing, a few other ingredients. I'll get all the details, and we can add the link on the website or on the Facebook page. But you just cook it in a crock pot. Oh, what one of the last ingredients you put in there is just a um, cream cheese, a block of cream cheese. You just
Oh,
plop it
yeah.
in there, and you cook it for however long he says. And then he had the coolest thing, a blender with a shield
Yeah.
under it. And then he did that to shred the chicken and added rotini pasta.
Well, it was like a hand mixer.
Uh-huh. And so that's what I'm gonna make tomorrow. And we'll have leftovers. I don't know for the rest of the menu. We haven't sat down, Morgan, and figured the rest of the week's menu out.
Well, we're sitting down. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we have bacon, so another dinner will have bacon in it.
Just bacon and eggs or something, probably.
I don't know. Maybe it'll be salad. I don't know.
That is true because we do have another bag of salad in the fridge.
Uh huh.
Gotta make sure we don't let that go bad.
Yeah.
That's the thing with you and I. We definitely like to make good meals,
Yeah.
and then sometimes we don't really want to eat the leftovers, so we don't cook,
Yeah.
and then it gets late.
I know. I do like the leftovers though.
Yeah,
And 9 times out of 10, home cooking is so much better than going out. Really.
yeah,
It really is.
I can agree with that because I do eat.
Oh, yeah. You eat out every
I
day
eat out
to
every
work.
day. And then you mentioned that you had a couple of
Thoughts.
thoughts,
Okay. Do you want the funny one first or the more meaningful one?
whichever you prefer first.
Okay. I found this at Parade Magazine, and the author of it is Stephen Wright. And his thought is he said, someone asked me if I were stranded on a deserted island, what book would I bring? You probably wouldn't bring a book, I'm thinking, because you didn't know you were going to be stranded.
Yeah.
But he said if he would bring How to Build a Boat.
Uh, that is kind of, and you kind of have to think about that too. Like, how else would you get to a different island or back to land from an island like that?
Yeah, really. Yep, you just got to figure it out your own self. And the other thought that crossed my mind um, is that all of our listeners just matter to us so much, and we really do appreciate them. And, our lives are better because of them.
Yeah.
Just having that association. We
Hmm.
definitely appreciate every one of you.
Hmm. And as you always say, we hope you have a happy and healthy week.
and stay safe.
and stay safe. Bye.
Bye.